America has launched its strike. But what if the target was already waiting? For years, while the world watched headlines, Venezuela was preparing quietly, building a layered defense designed not for show, but for survival. From the skies to the jungles, from tanks hidden in the plains to missiles watching the heavens. This is not a random collection of weapons. This is a plan. Tonight, you will see every layer of Venezuela's military defense strategy and why any attack on this nation would be far more dangerous than it looks. Watch closely, because this is not just about weapons. It's about deterrence, preparation, and power.
Venezuela's first line of defense begins in the air. For nearly 2 decades, the backbone of Venezuelan air superiority has been the Su-30MK2A, twin-engine multi-role fighter built for dominance. These aircraft patrol vast coastlines, long borders, and deep territorial airspace. Designed for long-range missions, they carry heavy payloads while maintaining agility, giving Venezuela the ability to strike or defend far beyond its borders. Alongside them fly the F-16AB Fighting Falcons. Though introduced in the 1980s, these American-made jets remain dangerous. Properly maintained and flown by experienced pilots, they are still effective in dogfights and rapid interception missions. Age has not removed their bite. It has sharpened their legacy. Training the next generation is just as critical. That role belongs to the Hongdu Ka Karakoram, a cost-effective jet trainer that prepares young pilots for high-performance combat aircraft. These jets fly daily sorties, ensuring that Venezuela's Air Force never runs short on trained aviators. For low-altitude operations, counterinsurgency, and jungle patrols, the Embraer EMB-312 Tucano plays a vital role. Flying beneath radar coverage, these turboprops monitor illegal mining, smuggling routes, and remote regions where heavier aircraft cannot operate effectively. And then there is history. The Northrop F-5 Freedom Fighter, now largely ceremonial, remains a symbol of Venezuelan aviation heritage, fast, compact, and once feared. Beyond fighters, special mission aircraft expand Venezuela's reach. Surveillance platforms, transport planes, and reconnaissance assets allow commanders to see, move, and respond faster than ever. Control the skies, and you control the battlefield. That is lesson number 1. While air power controls the skies, real wars are decided on the ground. Venezuela's ground forces are built around mobility, protection, and adaptability, designed to operate across jungles, plains, rivers, and dense urban areas. At the heart of this force stands the T-72B1V main battle tank, equipped with explosive reactive armor. These Russian tanks are built to absorb punishment while delivering heavy firepower. Positioned across strategic regions, they serve as armored anchors in defensive operations. Supporting them are the AMX-30V tanks, originally acquired from France and later modernized locally. Faster and lighter than many modern tanks, they excel in mobile warfare, striking quickly, relocating, and avoiding prolonged engagements. Speed, in this case, becomes survival. For rapid response missions, Venezuela relies on light and medium armored vehicles. The Scorpion 90 and AMX-13 provide firepower where heavy armor cannot operate effectively. Their smaller size allows them to move through jungle paths, bridges, and narrow roads, making them ideal for hit-and-run tactics. Infantry mobility is provided by vehicles like the BMP-3M, a heavily armed amphibious infantry fighting vehicle capable of swimming across rivers while carrying troops under armor. This ability is critical in a country defined by waterways and marshland. Wheeled platforms such as the BTR-80A VN1 and VN4 offer speed, flexibility, and urban survivability, essential for internal security and rapid troop deployment. Urban and internal operations are further supported by platforms like the Dragoon 300 V100 Commando and EE-11 Rura-2, vehicles known for durability and adaptability. Many of these systems have served for decades, proving that reliability often matters more than novelty. Specialized vehicles also play a role. The TPZ Fuchs handles chemical and NBC reconnaissance, while amphibious systems like the Type 63A provide unique river and coastal defense capabilities. Together, these armored platforms form a ground force designed not for sweeping invasions, but for layered defense, rapid response, and territorial control. In Venezuela's strategy, the ground is not surrendered easily. If air power controls the skies, artillery controls the outcome. Venezuela's ground-based firepower is designed to deny territory, slow invasions, and impose heavy costs on any advancing force. At the center of this capability stands the 2S-19MS TASS, a Russian self-propelled howitzer capable of delivering devastating long-range fire while remaining highly mobile. These systems allow Venezuelan forces to strike enemy positions from miles away and relocate before counterfire can respond. For sheer intimidation, few weapons compare to the BM-30 Smerch. A single volley from this multiple-launch rocket system can blanket enormous areas with destructive force. It is not designed for precision, it is designed to overwhelm, disrupt, and terrorize. Complementing it is the legendary BM-21 Grad, a system known worldwide for its simplicity and brutality. 40 rockets fired in seconds create a wall of fire that reshapes the battlefield. Modern warfare demands flexibility, and systems like the SR-5 deliver exactly that. With digital targeting, guided munitions, and rapid deployment, it represents Venezuela's move towards smarter artillery rather than sheer volume alone. The Fajr-5 long-range rockets add a strategic deterrent layer, capable of striking deep targets and sending clear warning messages. But firepower means little without protection, and that is where air defense becomes critical. The crown jewel of Venezuela's air defense network is the S-300VM. This long-range system can track aircraft, cruise missiles, and ballistic threats far beyond national borders. Its radar coverage creates a protective dome that complicates any air campaign. Supporting it are layered systems like the Bukem-2E, designed to intercept fast-moving targets at medium range, and upgraded legacy systems such as the S-125 Pechora-2M, proving that modern upgrades can keep older technology lethal. Short-range protection is provided by mobile systems like the Tor-M1, defending ground forces against precision-guided weapons, drones, and low-flying aircraft. Together, these systems form a layered shield, one designed not to guarantee victory, but to make air superiority painfully expensive. Wars are not won by weapons alone. They are won by logistics, mobility, and endurance, and Venezuela understands this reality well. Behind the tanks, missiles, and aircraft lies a vast network of utility and transport vehicles that keep forces supplied and moving. Domestically produced vehicles like the Tuna serve as the backbone of daily military operations. Built specifically for Venezuelan terrain, these trucks handle patrols, troop movement, and command roles with rugged reliability. Chinese-made Dongfeng EQ-2050 vehicles offer extreme off-road capability, hauling troops and equipment through jungles, mountains, and flood-prone regions where normal vehicles would fail. Alongside them, American-origin HMMWVs continue to serve in reconnaissance and support roles, adapted over decades to local needs. Heavy logistics depend on legendary workhorses like the Ural 4320 and Kamaz 43114. These Russian trucks are famous for operating in mud, sand, and extreme conditions. Fuel, ammunition, food, and spare parts all move on these platforms. Without them, even the most advanced army grinds to a halt. What emerges from this picture is not a force designed for conquest, but for deterrence. Venezuela's military strategy focuses on making intervention costly, complex, and politically dangerous. Dense terrain, layered defenses, mobile units, and long-range firepower all serve one purpose: to slow, disrupt, and exhaust any attacker. This is not about defeating a superpower outright. It is about denying easy victory. History shows that nations prepared to defend their territory, especially those with difficult geography and layered defenses, can dramatically alter the course of conflict. Venezuela's military posture reflects that lesson clearly. In modern warfare, survival itself becomes strategy. And in that sense, Venezuela's defense plan is not built on illusion, but on calculation.
This was only the first layer. Air power gives Venezuela its eyes, its reach, and its first strike capability. But wars are not won in the sky alone. On Tigran, armored columns wait. In the shadows, drones never sleep. And in the distance, artillery stands ready. In part 2, we move from the air to the earth into tanks, armored vehicles, and the machines built to dominate jungles, cities, and open plains. Because the real strength of this defense has only just begun.